Situationships are messy, right? They're toxic, they waste your time, they leave you drained and confused. At least that's what most women will tell you. And honestly, I get it. We've all seen the chaos of being stuck in something that's undefined. We've been left wondering, what are we? While giving wife energy to someone that can't even call you his girlfriend. But here's what no one talks about. Situationships aren't always the villain. They're not the real enemy. The real danger isn't in situationships itself. It's how you enter it, what you expect from it, and what you believe it'll become. Many of you shy away from situationships, or maybe you carry shame for being in them. But let's be honest, the reason why situationships get such a bad name is because of belief systems and unawareness of energy. A lot of people enter them because they crave companionship but don't want to put in the responsibility that comes with authentic partnership. Here's the thing, situationships themselves aren't the villain. The danger comes when you invest more trust, loyalty, and emotion into something that wasn't certain from the start, hoping that it'll graduate into something real. 9 times out of 10, it won't. And you have to be brutally honest with yourself here. If you want to be held, loved, admired, just to prove to yourself that you won't be abandoned, this is not the route for you. The hunger will have you confusing crumbs for a feast, and you'll keep feeding someone that never planned to feed you back. Let's ask ourselves a question. If you knew from the beginning that this person wasn't serious, why give them the key to your heart and your energy? I might have an answer to that question. Do you mind if I take a jab at it? It's because you're terrified of partnership. You don't want somebody embarrassing you. You don't want to create a family, have your dream life, live this delusional fantasy, possibly destroying your body, giving birth multiple times for a man that you think loves you, just to find out that you were never his dream girl, that there is another woman somewhere else that haunts his mind, he can't get rid of, he can't get over. And while that is a valid fear, I just have to say, why are you even chasing partnership in the first place? Why are you looking for someone to hold you and caress you and trick you into feeling like they love you oh so much if you don't think that you'll ever obtain it? You don't think that you'll ever be that dream girl. See, people mistake the cracks in a relationship for something catastrophic, when in all actuality, the cracks in relationships aren't there to humiliate you. Just because there's a moment that you disagree, just because there's a moment things aren't blissful, doesn't mean that you have to throw it all out. A lot of times we weight our fate on how someone else feels, and we don't pay attention enough to how we feel. And this is the main reason I say in all conversations, center yourself. Relationships are there to develop you. A true partnership forces growth. It stretches you, it tests your patience, and it requires responsibility. And this is where the taxi light theory comes in. Women always talk about when a man's light is on. When it's on, he's ready to commit. When it's off, it doesn't matter how perfect you are. He's not stopping to pick you up, girl. Essentially, that's what people mean when they say right person, wrong time. But let's be real. This shouldn't be some profound prodigy-like advice. It makes perfect sense because it goes for anyone. If you're not truly ready for partnership, you'll sabotage it, consciously or unconsciously. The real work is learning to read the room. Can you tell when someone is genuinely ready for partnership versus when they're just playing a part? Even if they put on a mask in the beginning, the truth always shows. So ask yourself, when they're sending mixed signals, are you adding to the confusion? Or was it because they were never ready in the first place? I think the lesson that we're learning today is, if a man's taxi light is off, stop trying to turn it on. He's not stopping for you, girl. Why are you attracting situationships in the first place? You're attracting situationships because of your beliefs, your wounds, and your discipline with energy. You're not alone. I've been there too. The only difference is I was aware that I was my own blockage in some way. I just couldn't see exactly what I needed to do to get out of it. And hopefully this bit of information helps you. What I discovered is I was in an idle mode. And a lot of you are in idle mode, waiting on someone to pull the wife out of you. You're hoping that the right man will come along and flip on a switch, and suddenly you'll be partnership material, ready for it all, ready to commit. He has to show you first though. But here's the truth. When you live in between wanting to be single and wanting to be loved, touched, and comforted, you end up in an in-between line state. In that state we call situationships. And if you really think about it, you're getting exactly what you asked for. Companionship without commitment, attention without responsibility, desire without devotion. That's why you're frustrated, because deep down you know this is not what you want. But you also don't want to do the work to evolve out of it either. So you keep staring at the walls of committed partnership, convincing yourself it's too hard, it's too scary, it's too far away, it's out of reach. It doesn't exist. And let me be blunt. Just because you're loyal, faithful, educated, or have a good job doesn't mean you automatically deserve a husband. Marriage is not a reward for being good on paper. It's a covenant, and it demands evolution. So babes, you gotta stop waiting on a man to switch on your wife energy. You gotta activate it within yourself first. Situationships give you exactly what you settle for, and sometimes less. Being a good woman doesn't entitle you to partnership. Being a grown woman prepares you for it. Here's some insight for the road. I wanna ask you, if you've been in in a situationship, if you're currently getting into a situationship, why are you trying to be in a situationship? Is it because you're yearning to be touched? You're yearning to be desired? You're yearning to feel somebody else's warmth and weight on you? Or is it because you are erupting with divine sensual energy? Is it because your libido is so high you don't know what to do with the extra energy? Depending on what it is, this might help you out. If you're erupting, this is where sensuality comes in. Sensuality is creative energy. It's the same energy that literally brings forth new life. But when you're not birthing babies, you still have a choice. How are you using it? Most women waste it on attention. But when you redirect it into your body, your beauty, your creativity, your discipline, and your connections, everything changes. You stop leaking energy into men that drain it. And you start cultivating the energy that fuels your glow, your success, your magnetism. Now, if you need a little help with your sensuality, here are 5 ways to try to get it moving. Body first, nourish it, move it, hydrate. Sensual energy lives in a body that feels alive. Next one, beauty rituals, grooming, skincare, scent, not in vanity, but in self-respect. Contain it. Don't leak the energy into games. Hold it. Feminine magnetism comes from your containment. Find a creative channel. Pour desires into your craft, your business, your goals. Desire becomes productivity. Selective connection. Only align with people that amplify your energy. If they dim you, they don't deserve access. Although it may be fun, erotic, intense, remember, your sensual energy isn't proof for him. It's power for you. Saying all that to say, situationships don't have to destroy you if you use them to awaken you. The lesson isn't about never being chosen. It's about how you choose yourself. When you're whole, disciplined, and healed, you won't fall for crumbs. You'll recognize whether a man's light is on or off, and you won't try to force it. You'll know how to use your sensuality as a source of focus, beauty, and power, and not a source of shame or depletion. Your sensuality was never about him. It was always about you. And when you harness it, you don't just glow. You create, you attract, you rise, you become a woman turned on by her own life. And that's the feminine shift. If you struggle with being in your femininity, or you're not sure, you can always tell by how you react to certain things. Situationships are one of them. If you're angry, bitter, ashamed, frustrated, you look down upon it, that is revealing something deep within you. Because a woman that understands her mission and has the discipline to stay on that path, she knows when to pull back and release herself from anything that's trying to bind her to nonsense. Your glow is the tuition. Stop paying it to men who can't afford your energy. Invest in yourself and watch your whole timeline shift. I appreciate you so much for being here and sharing your energy with me in this conversation. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, so be sure to subscribe, like, and share this conversation with whomever you think deserves to hear it. That's my time. I'll see you next time.